4 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. on 5th April. So this is how it shows, and you can also invite guests. Like if you see, we've been sending all the invites through Google Calendar. So every day, you guys, we've added uh, all of you in the Google Calendar invite list, and you get an email, or for every new event, you get an email. So then this option, it shows add room, location, or conferencing. Now this is a very useful option for business people. You can actually, let's say if I've created in my office, I have created a conference room. Now if somebody in my organization wants to book a conference room, people can use this resource to it's very useful for shared resources. So
But
people
I
in
think
my organization,
only admin users will be able to add it, right?
sorry,
Only admin users, only corporate Gmail users will be able to add this functionality.
yes, yeah. So this is not available with the free account, because as it is, it's a single person. So this option is available for G Suite or business accounts.
Maybe it is not showing in my mobile also, just to let you know.
It will not show because you have to enable this thing from your admin console.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So you can add a location of the meeting here. You can put in the address.
Is this available on iPhone also?
Sorry?
Is Google Calendar available on iPhone?
Yes, it is. You can download the app, and from the Mac, you can access it through the browser. So you can add a location of the meeting here, and then now this thing says Google Hangouts Meet. You can actually we are having this meeting on Google Hangouts Meet, and we send the link of the meeting through the Google Calendar. So if we want to add a meeting, let's say if I don't want to add conferencing, now it says no conferencing. It gives me the option of adding a conferencing. If I click here, so I've also configured Zoom in this, so I can add a Zoom meeting link or Hangouts Meet link. So this link is added here, and once the invite goes and you click on this meet.google.com/BRU-UNNR-CRP, you will come to the that meeting room, this meeting room. So, and then you can add a description here, description of the event. You can create whatever you want to say about the event. And like if you see the event that we have created, I just quickly open that event itself.
जी पॉसिबल है कि तू किसी की और की वीडियो वो शेयर करके तू एक बार क्रिएट करा दे एक छोटा सा कुछ भी?
करा देता हूँ, एक बार देख के साथ में करा देता हूँ. सो नाउ इफ यू सी ये चीज आ रही है जो मैं भी सॉरी the things that I have selected, ये हमने description में डाला हुआ है. So if इसमें we have given a link for the Google form if you have any questions, and enabling of two-step authentication in Google, and also we have given the Telegram channel link here. So now when you're creating an event, you can also choose the default color. Which color will it be? If you see in the screen behind me, the different colors which are used, it says take vitamin D. It's in green color because that is my default color. So if I don't pick a color, it will show all the events or notifications in the default color. Then it says Infinity Forum meeting from 8 a.m. to 11:45. It shows it in a purplish color. Then weekly scheduling, it shows it in a different color. Now, so we can always pick the color that we. So here, Yeah. So, so if I go to more options here, then a larger page will open up. Now here, you can add the notification. We were talking about notification, right? So here you can set notification or email. Now, whatever you need, if you need a sort of a notification through a ding or any tone, you can set notification, and then you can set the time. So it says notification 10 minutes. That means notification, it will give a notification 10 minutes before the event. So we can set the time here in minutes, or we can set the time here in hours, days, weeks, whatever. That's our choice. And then you can add another notification. So let's say if you want it through both email and as well as that, so you can add that option. But generally, this is not suggested because otherwise, it'll keep sort of cluttering your your mailbox. So you can here, I have different calendars. You can choose the calendar which you want. This I'll take it up later, because when I'll show you how to create different calendars.
What is the use of different calendars?
So different calendars, like if you see, this is my personal calendar. Okay, now I have created a calendar for my meetings and events. This is my official calendar, and this official calendar is also being managed by my EA, my assistant. Yeah, so you can delegate your calendar access to your EA also. Similarly, as we had covered in Gmail, you can give your email access to your EA. So in the same way, you can give your calendar access to your EA. So now if I want to choose a different color, I can, I have these color options to choose from. And then if I want to choose that whether I'm free or, busy during this event, I can choose that. So, and then there is this option of default visibility. So whether you want it to be public or you want it to be private. So default is generally private. So if you want it to be visible to everybody, so anybody can see the event's details, including all these details. So if I make it private, people will be only able to see whether I'm busy or free. So then here's this option of description. You can attach, and you can have an attachment here. Let's say whatever, if I want to share anything, I can attach it from my Google Drive or my system. I can upload it here from my system, or I can add it from my Google Drive here. And we can also insert a link here if you want to, let's say, I want to insert this. So this is the text that it will display, and this is the embedded link. Now, if you see, it shows resource here, and if you click on that link, you click here, and it will take you to that sheet, the intended sheet. So this is all about creating an event in the calendar. Now, if you once you've created a calendar, an event, so you can just you click on that event, and it will just show a pop-up window, right? And then you can, if you have created the event or you have edit access to the event, you can click the pencil icon and then edit that event here. And then the next option is delete. If you want to remove it from your calendar, you can just go ahead and click here, and it'll remove it from your calendar. Then another option is to email the guest. So let's say if I make some changes to the calendar invite, and I want to notify all the guests, so I can click here, and you see, so whoever this invite has gone to, it will send the invite to those people, and I can still add more names. Now it is also showing me how many people has responded yes, how many have responded no, and how many people haven't responded at all. And it also asks me if I want it to send me a copy, but I don't need that, so I just uncheck it.
Did you have a question in this?
Yeah.
So if you have made an event and you have you have added guests and you have sent the event to everybody, so it's in their calendar, right? And now if you want to edit anything in that,
Mhm.
it automatically get edited in everybody's calendar, or you need to send an email again, or you need to send some invite or calendar again.
Why don't we try and do it here? Let's say this is the event, right? So let's say I change the time from 16:20 to 16:30. Okay. Now it says changes will be reflected only on this calendar.
Okay.
Akash Goyal. Why is it doing so? Because if you see here, Dushyant Arya is the organizer. So unless he changes the calendar entry, it won't reflect in the whole.
Otherwise, it would have been.
Yes.
I'll just do it.
So you'll have to refresh your calendar once he does it.
I've changed it to 1650.
Done it?
Yeah, I'm sending a mail to everybody also. There was an option, it was showing send or don't.
Yeah, it always, so any changes you make, it always shows asks if you want to send an email to the all the invitees.
They're gone.
But
Done?
the question was that if he doesn't send a mail, if that option is not clicked,
yeah,
will it still reflect since
yes,
he's admin?
Yes. Now, if you see my screen, the time has changed from 1500 hours to 1650. Now, I did not access my email, and it just changed. The timing just changed.
Okay.
AG, on your iPhone, when you download this Google Calendar, that means your regular iPhone calendar, you don't have to operate, you have to operate this one.
Yes, it's better to use this one.
So this becomes like a separate icon and the different icons which are there.
Yes. So, if you're using Google Calendar on your iPhone, it's better that you disable the notifications in your Google iCalendar.
Otherwise, you will get two notifications.
What is iCalendar? The regular calendar of your iPhone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing: when you're getting an invite on your Google Calendar for any like the Zoom Meet or any Google Meet and all, then how do you access that on your computer? You have to open it on your. So you have to open a Google Calendar on your Google Chrome.
Yes. So it's the option is already there. If you go to your email, right? If you go to your email, these 9 dots that are showing. So you click on those 9 dots, you see calendar here.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is linked to your Gmail account.
Right. Thanks.
Those having multiple Gmail accounts, log from one, just be very sure that you are using the correct Gmail account.
Yeah.
It's 16 hours.
So we've covered this now. Now we. So yeah, so now if you got an invite, and I think most of you have got an invite and you haven't responded yes to the invite. So can you all please open your Google Calendar and you'll see here, the calendar asks going. Then there are three options: yes, no, maybe. So this is basically to enable the organizer or to bring to the information of the organizer how many people are coming. We'll go back to the calendar again. Then once you click on this calendar entry, in the pop-up, you'll see these three dots here. But before I go to this, I'll show you here. So this is where it asks for the confirmation whether you're going or not. So if you see in my calendar, yes is in the color blue. That means I have responded yes. So let's say if I respond maybe, it's asking me that is this the response that I want to give for this event or all the events or this and the following events. I say this event. So if you notice, then the color also has changed. There are diagonal lines that have appeared in this calendar entry. Now I'll go there. It maybe is in color blue. Now if I click on no, you see the color out of that entry has gone, and this domesticate technology entry is striked out. So I respond yes again, and it says it fills itself with the color again. So yeah. So we come back to these three dots. So it has the options. One, you can print this event. You can also duplicate the event. Let's say if I duplicate the event, so everything that was there in that event entry, it gets copied, including the guest list. You only just need to, let's say if it's a recurring event, you just need to change the date and time and press save, and the entry is done. So you don't have to add all those people again and again, and you don't have to type the description again. So that was, and another interesting thing is, so if you duplicate that entry, the Hangouts Meet link will remain the same. So let's say if you want to organize a series of meetings, one after the other, so this is very useful in that particular case. So we've covered this. Now, we've also covered how to create reminders. But one thing that I would like to tell you is that to enable reminders, on the left-hand side in My Calendars, you will see a reminders option here. You will need to check it. So, like I have my vitamin D3 reminder on Wednesday, every Wednesday. So it's coming here. Now, if I uncheck it, it will go off. I check it back again, it will appear. So if you want to set reminders, you have to have this option enabled. Now, if I check off the reminders option, now I go to create. If you see, it is not showing me the reminders option here also. Now I go back and check the reminders option, then create. You see now there are 4 options available here, out of which one is reminder. So you can, so let's go to, so you can also share your calendar with other people. Now, if you want to share your calendar, you'll have to go to settings. There's a, to go to settings, there is a gear icon, and it is this icon is the same for all Google applications. And so you go to settings, and so let's say this. I go to the settings of my calendar, Akash Goyal. Now, if I want to make this calendar public, I just check it here, and it says, it shows that making your calendar public will make all events visible to the world, including via Google search. Are you sure? So if I do this, so now everybody, including you guys, can search my calendar, or you have access to my calendar. Now, if I uncheck this option, let's say if I want just the people in my organization to be able to view this calendar. So I say I check the option make available for Metro Buildtech Private Limited only. And here I can say whether I want to show them all the event details, or just whether I'm free or busy. Now there's another option if you want to share your calendar with specific people. Now, if you see I have shared my calendar with my EA, and you add people here. I can add anybody. Let's say I add my wife Tina here, and see only free, busy, and the kind of permission. So this the only option it shows is see only, free, or busy. Now I send this to her. Now Tina is going to be able to access my calendar. So event notifications we've already covered. Yeah. So if there are, let's say, all day events, so there was a question, right? Somebody asked the question, when will the notification come? Guys, who asked the question for this all day event notifications?
I think Gaurav Bhaiya had asked. He's not there.
Yeah, I asked you.
Yeah, Gaurav. So it says here, so you can add and you can decide the time and the days. Let's say if it says one day before at 11:50 p.m.
Yeah.
So you can choose a time and date for those.
All right.
And similarly, you can set notification settings for new events, for changed events, for cancelled events. So if you want them to come through email, but I have disabled all those because I don't want my mailbox to be cluttered, because I, as it is, have a habit of seeing my events in the Google Calendar. So I don't need to go to my email to check my calendar. Now this option, the last option, is a very useful option. So if you guys want a complete agenda of your day, to receive the complete agenda of the day in your email. So now this email will come at 5 a.m. in the morning. So this is a default setting. You can't change the timings. So it will come at 5 a.m. in the morning with your entire agenda. Now this is yeah. So for people who want to integrate their Google Calendar and their iCal, so there is an option of public. So you can have this option here. So it says, wait, let me customize. Yeah. So if you want to integrate your Google Calendar and iCal, you have to share a public link of that calendar and enter it here. The public address in iCal format. So all the Google Calendar entries will go into your iCal also. Yeah.
Akash, this option of email is not available on my settings. So is it available with G Suite or something like that?
No, it is available in all. It's available by default in Google Calendar.
I checked out mine. I couldn't find it.
So you please, if you could park your question, we can come back to it and we can
Sure.
see your screen and figure it out.
Sure.
Yeah. So now coming back to this, now you can in Google Calendar you can also set your office timings, or when you are out of office, or so let's say if I create this, if you see there is an option of out of office. Now I have enabled out of office here in my calendar from I can enable it. So let's say I won't be available from today till the 30th of April. So then it asks for this option, automatically decline new and existing meetings during that time. So if I check it, then all the meetings that were previously in my calendar, it will cancel all those meetings, and any new meeting that comes up, it will also decline that meeting. And this is the message that it will send: declined because I'm out of office. You can customize this message and write whatever. Let's say I'm not working due to lockdown or whatever. So again, you can set the visibility setting here, default, private, or public. Okay. And if you want that even out when you're out of office, you should be able to decide whether to take up that meeting or not. You just uncheck this option. Now, there's another feature that is called appointment slots. So this is available because let's say if you are a consultant, or if you are a person who has lots of meetings and somebody else manages your meetings, that case you can set your appointment slots. Let's say for tomorrow, I set my appointment slots from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I can also fix the slot durations. Let's say I give slots of 20 minutes each, and I save. Oh, so I have to give a title also. Yeah. Now, if you see, it shows this calendar's appointment page. If I click on this appointment page, it will show me here. So every 20 minutes, if you see my screen on the right hand side, it says it's showing appointment slots in every 20 minutes. Now, if I click on this, I can book an appointment. Let's say I can write the agenda. Where, let's say, you can write in his office, or you can write the address and description again, whatever you want to give, and you save. Now you see this event has been created. The 4 to 4:20 p.m. appointment is this. So you can share this link with your team, and they can book appointments using this link, or you can share it with external people also. You can make it public, and people can just book their appointments with you using this link. So if you see it, it also shows here in my calendar. So I'm just going to go and delete it. Yeah. So there's another very easy way to create an event. So if let's say I want to create an event here, I just click, I want to create it from, let's say 5:30 to 6:30. I just click here and I drag it till 5:30, 6:30. So, no, it's done. And let's say, so I click it. And if I now want to move this event, I can just drag and drop. Yeah. So I think this is all about how to use a calendar. Now I will get on to creating different calendars. Now, if you see the left side of the screen, under my calendars, there is this plus sign, which says other calendars. I just click on plus here. Now it shows me these particular options. Subscribe to a calendar, create new calendar, browse resources, browse calendars of interest from URL or import. Now, if I want to create a new calendar, so it takes me to this. Let's say I want to create a new calendar for domesticate technology. I name the calendar domesticate technology, and it says calendar creation is in progress. Now, if I go back, now you see it shows in this here, it shows this calendar domesticate technology. The calendar has been created. Now I can use it just like use this calendar just like I use my calendar or my meetings calendar. Any appointment in the domesticate technology related to domesticate technology can come in here, and they will show in a different color. Let's say now I add. See. Now, if I don't want to see the events of domesticate technology, I just uncheck it here and it won't show, and I want to see it again. So the use of creating different calendars is that if you are, let's say, in office and you want to see only office, your meetings calendar, you can choose that, and so the other appointments or meetings won't be visible. So if I want to delete the calendar, I just simply click the cross here and remove calendar. That's it. So it's done.
AG, I have a question in this.
Yeah.
अगर दो calendar हैं, so it cannot overlap the same time, right? It will inform you. For example, मैंने ये calendar में 3 से 4 का time दे रखा है किसी चीज का, and I'm using the second calendar and putting up another event of the same time.
So let's say, yeah, एक मिनट. मैं यहीं पे so ये यहाँ पर सेव कर देगा ये. So it won't ask कि आप, well, it won't show that you are busy here or no. So unless I think it's maybe,
for example, if you're checking only one calendar,
yeah,
and then you don't know that you have the same timings booked for some other thing also. If you're,
but see, the idea of calendar is that these calendars, they are to be used in context with where you are. Let's say if you are in office,
yeah,
what would you do? हमारे घर का calendar से क्या करोगे? If you have, let's say, scheduled something to be done at home, then you better be at home.
For example, अगर मेरा office का calendar and if I have another calendar which is my personal calendar and I've put my medicine timings in that, then I have to see both the calendars.
No, but then you can always set notifications. ना तो notification तो आ ही जाएगी phone पे.
The notification will come.
Yeah.
All right, got it. It will not show in the calendar, but
Yeah.
the notification will come for
Yes.
all the calendars which we have
Yes,
set.
for all the events.
Whether we are checking on the left side or not, whether we are
No,
checking.
so that event anyways is created.
Yeah, got it. So
Yeah.
notification will come. It will not show up in any calendar.
Yes.
In the current calendar. Got it.
So we'll go through a few other settings in the in Google Calendar. So we go to the settings option, and so here there are simple things like we can choose the language. So there's a whole lot of options to choose from. So let's say I choose English US, and then country, date format which you want. So I've chosen the Indian format. So and here the time format, I have chosen the 24-hour format. You can choose the 12-hour format. So whichever is you're comfortable with. Now the time zone, it's asking for an option of displaying a secondary time zone. Let's say if you have work in two countries, let's say let's say if I want to add a time for Toronto here. Yeah. So then it will show me both the options, India and Toronto. Now I've checked this option. It says ask to update my primary time zone to current location. So when I'm in Toronto, this will become my primary time zone, and this will become my secondary time zone. Now again, world clock, you can add time zones here. Yeah. So now if you see in my calendar, if I go back. Now, if I click here, I create an event. The default time duration of the event is 30 minutes here. If I want to change it, I can go to settings and I can change the default event settings from 15 minutes to 120 minutes. Now it shows the option of speedy minutes. Now in speedy minutes, the 30 minutes meetings will end 5 minutes early, and longer meetings will end 10 minutes early. Now it says it automatically gives you the default duration of 25 minutes. So here you can also set default guest permissions. Like I have set it to invite others and see guest list. So I can check it. I can give them the option of modifying the event also. I can uncheck if I just want them to see the guest list and not invite others. Or I can, if I just want to keep it absolutely private. So now nobody will be able to modify the event, invite other users, or see the guest list. Yeah. So then there is another option which says automatically add invitations. Let's say if somebody has invited me, I have checked this option, yes, but don't send event notification unless I have responded yes or maybe. So you can just say yes, and it will send notifications for all the events that people have invited you to. But I have chosen this one because I want notifications only for those events which I have responded yes or maybe to. So now this you can keep turn off your notifications, or if you want desktop notifications, the notifications will show up on your desktop screen and with a ding. And this is the alerts that alerts if you want whatever alert medium you've chosen, it will give you alerts with that. So now there is another option. It says view options. Now, view options, it's if you don't, let's say, particularly for people, if you want to create a work calendar and you don't want the calendar to show weekends. So now if we go back to my calendar, I don't know why it's.
What happened? Oh,
There's some issue. It's why I don't know why it's not.
oh,
It's
week
still,
number, right?
no, week number is okay. So it you can enable the week number, like it's the 14th week of this year. So you can enable the week number here. And now, if you on the left side, you see it is showing me both the time zones, the Toronto time zone and the India time zone. And here also it's showing me the clock. I'm I'm not sure why it's showing the weekends. I'll have to check back. Oh, okay, yeah. So my week starts on Monday here, and I set the if I yeah I need to set custom view to 5 days, right? So now if I go back to my calendar and this, why is it still showing? Yeah, because yeah. Yeah. So because that was why it was showing Saturday because it was a day view. Now if I go to the week view from here, I want to see my week. So it is only showing me Monday through Friday. Now if I enable this option, it will show me all 7 days of the week. And if I here I can then set the custom view. Now yeah, so this is another very important setting here. So Google Calendar can automatically pick up the events from your Gmail. So if you check this option, it'll so any mail that you receive, it will pick up and it has an event or an invite. It will pick up that invite and show it in your calendar, and you can directly respond yes, no, maybe from your calendar itself. Now, then there's this option of working hours. You can set your working hours in the calendar, and so let's say if I don't want to work on Saturdays, I can do this, or Saturdays I want my work hours to be different from 10 till let's say 4. So per day I can choose the working hours. So then this is the main work location. This can only be set by your G Suite admin. And this generally works only if you have too many locations where or to have too many offices. Then you can add for it. It makes it easier for you to add the location of the event. So. And again, this is the option for enabling keyboard shortcuts if you want to enable. And to see all the keyboard shortcuts, you just press question mark and it will show all the shortcuts for calendar here. So there's this little setting here wherein you can see how you want to view your calendar. If you want to view just the day, you want week, you want the whole month, you want the whole year, or you want your schedule. So it will show up like this, or you want 7 days. The next 7 days, irrespective of the total week, it will just show you your calendar entries for the next 7 days. So guys, this is all that we had to cover about Google Calendar. So if you have any questions, kindly go ahead and ask.
There were 2 questions that I answered. There was one question saying that we are not able to see out of office. So it is in free Google accounts, it is not there. In paid accounts, it is there. And then Pooja Amoha was not able to have sharing option. So can you share your screen, Pooja, and let us know what you want?
So guys, any questions?
कोई है भी कि हम दोनों ही हैं?
नहीं है, 10 लोग हैं. So Amoha is
Pooja,
writing.
Unmute and ask, no?
Amoha is Pooja.
Okay.
Pooja Gupta. श्रेष्ठ तेरा सेटअप हो गया क्या?
Anybody
Yeah,
else?
it's done, but I'm surprised to see the limited options of Google Calendar on a normal Gmail. But it's done.
But you can create appointments, you can email guests. I think out of office and those, apart from those certain settings, the rest of the settings are there which even function well.
I'll use it and give you a feedback. I've added a few events while
You
the
share it with
presentation
us.
was going on.
Share it with us if you want.
Yeah, okay.
If you notice that whatever flights you are booking on and they are coming to your Gmail ID, they automatically get added. Even the hotel bookings.
So that is if you have checked that option of automatically pick from Gmail.
From Gmail. Then it reads your Gmail automatically and checks for any date. Code date. What I use, I just tell you how I use the calendar to my fullest advantages. In case of legal matters, we upload all the PDF files into Google Drive, and we add a link of the Google Drive to the calendar, and then we keep on adding dates to the event. So then we keep a track of all the new dates that are coming, and we keep a notification of 1 week for all such matters. And then whenever we want to see, so we just go to the Drive link and we can see the whole case history that is there.
So you can also use Google Calendar for specific events. Let's say you are going for a vacation, or let's say you are traveling for a meeting, an office meeting, and the meeting is, let's say, after 1 month, or the travel is after 1 month. So all the documents that you need during that event, you can attach the link of those documents into the calendar invite so that you don't have to look for those because tickets तो आज book करी हैं, अब उसकी ढूंढनी पड़ती है बाद में, और you need to search for your tickets or online bookings or your meeting documents. So if you put it in your calendar invite, it's a very nice way of being organized, and then once you put it there and you forget it. So
आप कुछ पूछ रहे थे? अखिलेश कहाँ गया? अखिलेश का हो गया क्या? चला गया वो?
हाँ, अखिलेश is gone.
कैलेंडर सबके पल्ले पड़ा नहीं लगता है मेरे को।
कंटेंट बहुत ज्यादा है तो एक उसमें कवर हो नहीं सकता है ना, बेसिक अगर उस पे चलते हैं ना इसमें तो।
उसको जाना था 4 बजे, वो बोल रहा था 4 बजे जाना है मेरे को। तो ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट टाइम वी विल कवर गूगल कीप एंड
Google Slides.
Okay. Like PowerPoint.
जो हम अभी प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे थे वो गूगल स्लाइड से दे रहे थे जी।
ये प्रेजेंटेशन तूने दी है, कैन यू शेयर दैट आल्सो विद अस?
या वी कैन,
we will share it in shortly, we'll share it
in that link only you can share, right?
कल की भेजी थी हमने, वो मिल गई थी क्या?
चेक नहीं की मैंने, कैलेंडर लिंक में भेज दे, आई थिंक दैट इज इजी।
हाँ, तो ये अभी हम लोग थोड़ी देर में भेज देंगे। इसको थोड़ा सा और हमें ठीक करना है, and then we'll send.
वो तो ठीक है, बट आई जस्ट वांट, जो तुमने बनाया था ना वो WhatsApp में एंड स्क्रीन टाइमर एंड ऑल दैट, यू हैव ऑल दैट थिंग मेड अप ऑलरेडी, यू
या सब कुछ है, वो विल शेयर इट।
एक गौरव, हमने एक वो ढूंढा है सॉल्यूशन कि जितनी भी फोटोज तुम्हारे कंप्यूटर में होंगी वो ऑटोमेटिकली एक्सट्रैक्ट करके फोल्डर में डाल देगा। तो अगर तेरे को वो चाहिए तो वो बना के भेज देंगे तेरे को।
एक बार सबका कंप्लीट होने दे, ऑफलाइन इसको ले लेते हैं एक बार।
हो गया कंप्लीट, आई थिंक सो। अभी तू अपने ही है, घर के लोग हैं।
Even I need to know about that app.
What app?
That you were talking about right now, regarding the pictures. App तो वो बाद में बात करें।
तो वो Mac होना चाहिए। If you have a Mac, then we will make a automator file and give it to you.
No, I don't have a Mac. I use Windows.
Mac लेके देना पड़ेगा। हाँ?
मेरे पास
समझ आ गई हमको कुछ जो कहना चाह रहा है।
ये मेरे ना गूगल ड्राइव में जो गूगल,
ये कुछ लोग हैं हमारे यहाँ पर, कुछ लोग हैं जिनके पास मैक है लेकिन यूज नहीं करना आता, उनका ले लो मैक,
वो चले गए।
So you can't use you can't do something like that in a Windows?
वो we are creating a bug, actually it's called a bug. So वो bug इसके कंप्यूटर में डालेंगे तो वो सारी फोटोज को इकट्ठा करके फोल्डर में डाल देगा। That's it. But we don't know how to create a bug
that can be done only on Mac.
Yeah, we don't know how to make it for Windows.
Windows में भी हो सकता है, बट हमें नहीं आता वो।
हाँ।
Okay. चलो, if it is possible, let me just search on it then.
Yeah. You just go and search in Windows star.jpg. Windows में star.jpg will work.
Windows
में just search when you go like the window icon. And then you just present your screen. No, 1 second. We will tell you.
Okay, just hold on. So
शर्ट पहनने में कितनी दिक्कत होती है। टी-शर्ट पहन के आवाज खराब हो। तूने ग्रिड व्यू डाउनलोड कर लिया? ऐप एक्सटेंशन लगा ली?
हाँ, कर लिया, यूज कर रहा हूँ।
नहीं हो रहा है ये, मेरा शेयर का ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा है, कैंसिल ऑप्शन आ रहा है, शेयर ऑप्शन।
प्रेजेंट नाउ का ऑप्शन आ रहा होगा, प्रेजेंट नाउ।
राइट साइड पे प्रेजेंट नाउ आएगा।
I did that, पर उसके बाद स्क्रीन आ रहा है शेयर योर एंटायर स्क्रीन।
उसको स्क्रीन पे क्लिक कर जो स्क्रीन आ रहा है और उस पर फिर शेयर दबा दे।
हो गया। आ रहा है?
नहीं आ रहा शिखा,
टाइम लगेगा ग्रीन पार्क से। एंटायर स्ट्रीट पे क्लिक कर।
हाँ
फिर
कर दिया मैंने।
विंडो खुलेगी, उस विंडो पे क्लिक कर और फिर शेयर दबा।
Now my present now वाला thing is not highlighted. It's taking time.
हाँ, तो वो उसके भाई उसमें माने एक विंडो खुली होगी, विंडो के अंदर एक छोटी जहाँ पे पिक्चर नजर आ रही होगी, उसको क्लिक करोगी तो शेयर का बटन एक्टिवेट होगा, then you have to press that button.
I've pressed the share button. Now I think so this is taking time. It's not coming.
Shika, I'm coming, just go.
ये फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे होगी, नीचे होगी ये।
हाँ मैं नीचे।
वो लिफ्ट का पासवर्ड दबा दे, चल जाएगा।
Turn on CC caption, there more like it. Present now is not coming now.
हमारी वजह से हमारा खुद का कैमरा ऑन होना चाहिए ना। How will you share a screen? ये तुम्हारा अपना ऑन करोगे।
म्यूट ही नहीं हो पा रही, म्यूट हो गई।
जी यह सिखाने।
I think इसका कैमरा नहीं चल रहा है, शिखा का कैमरा is not working, इसलिए वो प्रेजेंट नाउ का स्क्रीन ही नहीं आ रहा है। प्रेजेंट नाउ पे ना वो हाईलाइट नहीं हो रहा है।
हाईलाइट हो रहा था और मैंने शेयर स्क्रीन का बटन भी दबा दिया था। अब that thing is not highlighting only and nothing is happening.
भाई ऐसा है ना ये।
Fine, let me try. आप मुझे बता दो।
एक सेकंड चेक तो कर लो। तो कैमरा ऑन नहीं।
हाँ, so settings में जाके होगा ना फिर आपका इधर Google settings में जाके।
ठीक है भाई, इसको ऑफलाइन लेने के बाद में आई थिंक।
हाँ।
अभी ले लो ऑफलाइन में।
I'll just do it ना, just let me know.
इसका कैमरा कैसे ऑन होगा पहले तो उसके देखना पड़ेगा ना।
सेटिंग्स ऊपर टॉप राइट में खिड़की में कैमरा बटन आ रहा होगा, उस पे क्रॉस होगा, उसको दबा के ऑन कर ले, हो जाएगा।
वो मैक नहीं है ना।
नहीं वो मैक आएगा, ब्राउज़र में तो आएगा।
मेन है ना, उसमें नहीं है। अपीयरेंसेस डिफॉल्ट ब्राउज़र
ब्राउज़र में, हाँ ब्राउज़र में आ रहा होगा।
हाँ ब्राउज़र में देखना पड़ेगा मुझे।
ब्राउज़र में नहीं, ब्राउज़र में जो ऊपर की जो मीट वाली जो टास्क बार है ना, जो सॉरी एड्रेस बार है, URL बार, उसमें जहाँ meet.google.com लिखा हुआ है, उसकी राइट साइड में एक कैमरा बना हुआ आ रहा होगा और उसके साथ में स्टार बना हुआ आ रहा होगा, तो कैमरा पे क्रॉस होगा।
आवाज लगा रहे थे तो सुनी नहीं थी।
हाँ, कैमरा this page is accessing your camera and microphone. It's
तो उसको always allow करो।
Continue always block camera, continue allowing।
हाँ।
कर रखा है।
पूजा अनम्यूट करके बोल, तेरे को क्या बोलना था? अनम्यूट कर दे नीचे से। नीचे यहाँ रेड बटन आ रहा है ना, ये रेड बटन।
कैमरा
और अनम्यूट कर दो उसको।
अलाउ किया हुआ है फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है।
हेलो,
कैमरा खराब है, एक काम करो, इसके लैपटॉप को उठाओ, खिड़की से बाहर फेंक दो।
लैपटॉप नहीं, डेस्कटॉप पे।
डेस्कटॉप पे तो
नहीं इसी
उठा के,
हाँ इसी पे ना, यहाँ पर देख,
आके गौरव के सर पे मारो।
नहीं अभी अदर यू वर डूइंग, तुमने
मैंने ट्राई किया, मैं कैमरा नहीं चल रहा इसलिए मैंने इसको।
ओके लेट मी सी, मैं इसको चेक करती हूँ, देन आई लेट यू। मैं इसका चेक करती हूँ, कहीं ना कहीं से कुछ कैमरा का ऑप्शन क्लोज्ड होएगा, उसको मैं चेक कर लेती हूँ।
Hello, say something. No, we cannot. No, we cannot. Okay. So you can unmute or whatever. ठीक है. So you can go to Google Calendar. Yeah. हाँ तो what do you want? Share with whom? So okay, so just go back and नीचे या अदर कैलेंडर्स आ रहा है लिखा हुआ, उसमें प्लस साइन बना हुआ। ये नहीं, क्रिएट न्यू कैलेंडर ब्राउज। एक सेकंड, आकाश इसको शेयर कर रहा है अपना कैलेंडर दूसरे कैलेंडर के साथ।
हाँ
तो यहाँ पर कहाँ जाए?
सो कैलेंडर लिस्ट में ना,
कैलेंडर, माई कैलेंडर आ रहा है लिखा हुआ।
हाँ,
इसमें कहाँ जाए?
उसमें जो माई कैलेंडर में 3 डॉट्स हैं।
माई कैलेंडर में तो 3 डॉट्स है ही नहीं ना।
कैलेंडर के
हाँ, ऊपर
कैलेंडर के साथ जो पूजा गुप्ता कैलेंडर है, जो स्पेसिफिक कैलेंडर है, उसके साथ में जब उसके ऊपर होवर करेंगे तो 3 डॉट्स आएंगे। अब सेटिंग्स एंड शेयरिंग,
सेटिंग्स एंड शेयरिंग, या
अब नीचे जाएंगे तो एक्सेस परमिशंस के नीचे वो आएगा, scroll down.
People. Yeah, on the left side you can see na share with specific people. If you click here, then it will take you down, and then you can add people. Yeah, ठीक है. Okay. Yeah, okay, solved.
क्या वो माइक और वो क्यों नहीं चल रहा था?
उसका माइक बच्चों ने तोड़ दिया। शिखा, you want to share?
शिखा म्यूट पे है।
सुन तो सकती है।
तो वहां से सारे ला तो रही है।